I want to debug a code which is packed with UPX, and I want to show you how the trick is for original entry point for UPX files to reach the part of the code which is packed. And what we know that in the UPX first is packed, the first part is the loader, which is the loader. What it do, it's unpack the part of the code. It's create a it's create a memory, and unpack the packed original file to that memory. What we gonna do, we gonna start from the code, which is loader code, and we want to let the loader run it and unpack the original code, which is obviously is the malicious one, and we want to reach that part of the memory. We want to show you how to reach that part. I'm gonna open the sample 17-2. I already changed it to .exe, and the other things we remember to run the OlgDbggers as administrator. Let me start from the scratch. Right click, run as administrator, and file, open. I'm gonna open a sample 17-2, and you see that it's .exe, but the thumbnail is floppy disk, so it's just to deceiving the end user. I'm gonna open it, and it said, do you really want to set breakpoint? Yes. And what we're gonna do, it starts with push AD. In UPX, it's work like this, that is start with push AD, that pushing all the registers to the stack. So it do the loading operations, which contains unpacking the packed original code, and after that it pop it, and when it's popped the registers, it's go back to the state. It will continue from the code. So the part between push AD and pop AD are for loaders, and we want to see that when we reach pop D, it's put a breakpoint to where it's popped, it breaks, so it's finished the loading. So what I'm gonna do here, after pushing AD, I'm gonna step over it. You see that stack pointer is 0019 FF54. I'm gonna right click on stack pointer, and I'm gonna say following dump, which is going to the memory. And here in the memory it's reached the address we have for a stack pointer. I'm gonna right click on it, right click on it, and put a breakpoint. I can put a hardware breakpoint, or also even memory is gonna work, but let's see, we can even put memory on access. Let's see the list of the breakpoint. Debug hardware breakpoint. You see that it's put a breakpoint in FF54 for access. What will happen? I'm showing like this because if you put the menu for break, it won't show you the breakpoint, hardware breakpoint you put. So remember, if you want to see, go to debug and hardware breakpoint. And what will happen is, if I continue execution, it will continue running till it reach the system, the debugger access this part of the memory. And when it's gonna access, when it wants to pop operate and pop AD and wants to restore the registers to what it was before. So I'm gonna continue execution, run. Before I tried it, and it's gonna take time. You see that if I click the run, it will not work. It shows that it's still executing. It's gonna take maybe 3-4 minutes. I'm gonna pause and get back when it's hit the this part of the memory. Another thing I want to show you is in this the middle. If you right click on the code and go to search for all reference text string, you gonna see that the text strings are all encoded. So it shows that it's packed. It's one of the ways you can find out it's packed. Okay, it's stopped in the breakpoint. If we go a bit, you see that after pop AD, it's stopping the instruction after that because it hit that part of this memory when it wants to pop it. What we can see, but now what I want to look for is that we needed unconditional jump. You see there jump not 0, but here we have something jump, and it has jumping to an address. This one, based on the way UPX works, is that it has a push AD doing the loading, after that a pop AD, and after that it jumped to where the unpacked original code is there. This is the address of our original entry point, which is 00408701. Let me note it somewhere. 00408701. Okay, let's write it somewhere. Okay, what we can do, we can go to the memory and look for the 40. This is the one 40. Okay, I lost it. Sorry, I lost it. 004080. It's gonna be in this memory slot. Is this one 400, and the other one you have to notice that here where its jump is located is AAA74. You see that AAA74, this one, AAA74 is gonna be here. The difference, you see that they are in two different parts of the code. A memory block shows that this is the memory block that the packers create a memory, and there it put the unpacked data over that. What we can do, we can dump this part of the memory to an executable file or a file, binary file, or continue to jump to the part of the code that doing the malicious operations. For now, for this video, I don't want to go to the payload. I don't care for all that. I just want to show you how you can reach the part of the how to unpack a packed file by using OlgDbg and reach that part of the code.